guys, and welcome back to my channel. Mariah David here, and in today's video I'm going to show you how I achieved this hairstyle, this crochet twist hairstyle. I'm not a professional hairstylist. I'm not good at cane rowing. I actually just recently got the hang of it, but if you want to see how my, what's the word, amateur hairstylist self achieved this look, then definitely keep on watching. So I'm just going and I'm showing you guys the tools that you'll be needing. You'll need a wide tooth comb, a comb, like a small tooth comb where you can part your hair, and the Shine and Jam edge control. That's optional, but I like to use that because I find it leaves my parting a little bit that much neater. I'm not perfect at parting either, but this helps, gets the job done. So right now I'm just figuring out my parting. I do 8 braids total, 4 on each side. So I'm just showing you guys the one braid the way that I like to do it to make it work for this crochet pattern. And makes it look great for the final outcome. So once I part out my hair to the desired section, I go ahead and band up the rest of my hair so it's out of the way. I'm just using the rat tail comb to again just make sure my parting is just as neat as I can possibly get it. And then I'm going to use the Shine and Jam and apply that to my parting, because again it helps my parting and braiding overall look a lot neater. So once I get that down and I comb it into my hair, I'm going to go ahead and do my first section. So this is not where I cane roll my hair. I'm actually separating out like a box, and I'm going to single plait my hair here. So I'm using a little bit more of the Shine and Jam Control pomade, and I'm going to run that through my edges, and then I'm going to tautly plait my hair. I'm not doing it super tight, but I'm doing it taut enough so because I want this style to last. So I'm going to go ahead and single braid my hair, and I'm not going to braid it down all the way. So once I braid the braid about halfway, a little bit less than halfway, I'm going to go ahead and part another box behind it. And so then when I part that box, again, I'm going to detangle it, make sure that it's combed out. And then I'm going to add more of the pomade into the edges of my hair. And when I split that section, I'm going to plait it as well. But the third piece, I'm going to take the first plait that I made. Hopefully that makes sense. When you see it on camera, it'll make more sense. As I start to divide that second box there of my hair, I'm going to split it in two. Like I was doing a twist, but I'm not going to do a twist. I'm going to do a braid. I don't know what this is called, to be honest, this style. So I'm taking that third piece, and that's the braid that I did from the first box. And then I'm going to plait this section. It's almost like a stitch braid type of technique, because I'm like adding in the piece from the first box and braiding that. So I do that twice basically. So I braid it at the front like that. Then I'm going to part 2 more boxes and braid it back. And then once I complete that down, I'm going to go ahead and take my piece that I sectioned off for those 2 like box interlocking braids, and I'm going to cane row the back end. So here I'm just taking the ends of that braid because I didn't braid it all the way to the end, and now I'm going to start to blend it in. Honestly, I'm not the best braider. There's tons of tutorials on YouTube that will actually like show you in depth. I still myself am figuring out how I eventually one day just got the hang of cane rowing, but hey, it is what it is. So yeah, I'm just going to cane row down the rest of my hair, and then come back, and you're going to see the final part of how my hair looks when I do the other 3 braids for my pattern. So this is the final result with my hair fully braided down. Now I'm just taking these ends and I'm showing you guys my next few supplies that you'll need, which is weave, sewing thread and needle, your foaming mousse of choice, and a head tie. And I'm just sewing down the ends of my braids to the middle part. So now that it's laid flatter and secure, once that's said and done, I'm going to take my foaming mousse from Lotta Body and I'm going to apply that all over my hair. That's just going to set the braids to lay a lot flatter. I'm going to tie my hair down and then we're going to continue on with the tutorial. Okay guys, so it's now been like 7 hours and I'm sorry if you can hear my dad talking. He's downstairs, but he's Jamaican, so he's loud. I'm going to start crocheting my hair now that I have my braid pattern down, and it's been about 7-8 hours since I finished, and I put the foam in and I put my head tie on, and then I blow dried it for like 10 minutes with my handheld blow dryer, and then I just let it sit for the rest of my day. So it's laid nice and flat. We have a nice flat base. And because this time I decided to sew the back braids down instead of crocheting them in between the braids, I'm hoping that it lasts a lot longer. I was able to keep the last crochet style in for like a month basically. I took it out after 3 weeks and like a couple of days because what I noticed was by the middle of the 3rd week, one of my braids ended up slipping out from the crochet, because what I did was I did the same type of braid, literally the exact same braid pattern, but I took the ends and I crocheted them in between the 2 middle braids. This time I sewed them down, so I'm hoping that they don't unravel and they last a lot longer. My last style, which I'll put somewhere on the screen, I had on like a burnt orange twist with 613 blonde. This is one of the old twists. I kept it solely for my last video. If you watch my last video, to show you the difference between when you originally buy 613 hair color, whether it's a wig or in this case crochet hair, and then I toned it. So because I didn't want the same blonde for this style, because I'm doing it a little bit different. And I also got these twists longer. So the last style I had, I think these were like 14 or 16 inches. I think they were 14 inches. They were, no, actually, maybe they might have been 12. I can't remember, but they were short. They were just to my shoulder. And I thought it was a cute little style. And so this was the blonde. And like I said, burnt orange. This time around, I'm doing this blonde. So just to show you the difference. This one's the original 613 and it's super yellow. And then this one is the toned, which I love it. It's like a silvery, ashy blonde. So I have a video on that. Please refer to my last video. It's a quick, like 2-minute tutorial. It's super easy to do. So the style I'm going to do is I'm going to do blondes on my sides and then black in the center, so that when I have it down and to the side and whatever, it looks kind of cool. And this is the black. So just one, color one. So pitch black with the icy blonde. And then these are 18 inches. So definitely longer. And I like these twists. I like the texture of them. I like how lightweight they are. So I have 4 packs of the black and I have 2 packs of the blonde. Each pack comes with 20 strands. And so I'm going to do 1 whole pack between these braids, 1 whole pack between these braids, and then I should have enough to do a pack on each of these. Make sense? So yeah, that's how I'm going to do it. Sometimes it changes when you actually start crocheting the hair in, but I'm going to start the process. This is really not going to take me long. Let me just check what time it is. So it is 7 o'clock. I think I'm going to be able to finish this by 9 o'clock the latest. So what I'm gonna actually go ahead and do is show you crocheting in a row of blonde sped up. Then I'll come back and show you me crocheting the black and then the final results. So what I'm gonna do is take my crochet twist and we're going to open up the top here. Make sure that's up. This is my crochet needle. And I'm just going to put, what I would like to do is work on putting a crochet twist at the front and then one at the back and then filling in the gaps. Make sense? So, just... So now that you pull it through, you're gonna take the end and loop it. And I only do it once. Some people do it twice, but once is enough for me. And I just hold the base and secure it. So this is my hair the next day. I just put it in a ponytail. So as you guys could see, the streaks of blonde on the side with the black. I really like how this hairstyle turned out. So if you learned something new, comment down below. And that pretty much concludes the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, loves.